Most people believe that being likable is about confidence, humor, or having the right thing to say at the right time. That belief is the reason so many people struggle socially without ever understanding why. They keep trying to improve their personality, their delivery, or their charisma. But the problem is not what they are doing. The problem is what they are focusing on. In this video, I want to explain one social skill that quietly pulls people toward you. It does not rely on charm, dominance, or impressing others. It works even if you are quiet, reserved, or not naturally outgoing. To understand this properly, you need to look at 3 key points, and each one builds on the previous one. The third point, in particular, is the one that can completely change your social game when you use it correctly. But if you miss the first, the rest will not work. Let's start with the foundation, because if you miss this, everything else feels forced. Most people struggle socially because they believe others are closely watching and judging them. That assumption creates pressure, and that pressure makes conversations awkward. In reality, people are not focused on you. They are focused on themselves. When you talk to someone, they are thinking about their own concerns, their own emotions, and what the interaction means for them personally. This is simply how the human mind works. Once you understand this, conversations stop feeling like a performance, and you can finally pay attention to what is actually happening. This realization sets up the second point. Once you understand where people's attention naturally goes, the next step becomes clear. Conversations work best when the focus stays on the other person. The next time you talk to someone, notice how quickly most people shift the conversation back to themselves. Someone mentions a problem, and the response immediately becomes advice, a story, or an opinion. That shift often kills the moment. Now compare that to a conversation where you stay with what the other person said, let them explain, and follow their direction instead of changing it. The conversation feels easier and more engaging without any effort. This difference is not subtle. One interaction feels draining, while the other feels natural. Keeping the focus on the other person does not mean staying silent. It simply means not pulling attention away too quickly. But even this alone is not enough. That leads us to the third point. The third point is to make people feel important. And there is a subtle way to do this that works on a subconscious level. I have been using this for years without realizing what it was called, and the result is always the same. People become warmer, more open, and more invested. Most people think others like you first, and then they help you. In reality, it often works the other way around. When someone does a small favor for you, they usually start liking you more afterward. This is known as the Ben Franklin effect. It happens because the brain wants consistency. If someone helps you, their mind quietly asks, "Why did I do that?" And the simplest answer is, "Because I like this person." That small mental adjustment creates connection. You can see this in everyday situations. The next time you talk to someone at work, at school, or socially, stop trying to impress them. Instead, ask for something small. Ask for their opinion. Ask for advice. Ask for help with something minor. Not because you need it badly, but because it gives them a chance to contribute. For example, imagine you meet someone new and they mention their job. Instead of jumping into your own story, you say, "You've been doing this longer than me. What would you recommend?" That one sentence changes the dynamic. They are no longer just talking, they are investing. The key is to keep it small. You are not asking for big favors or sacrifices. You are giving them a chance to feel useful. When people feel useful, they feel important. And when they feel important, they feel connected.